Mark your calendars for Thursday, March 22nd. Michael Voris is speaking in Denver, Colorado at the Crowne Plaza Hotel and Convention Center. Michael's topic is Masculinity and Catholicism, How to Embrace the Authentic Catholic Faith. Come early, as seating is limited. Doors open at 6 p.m.
Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. No one has any teaching authority in the church whatsoever other than the bishops in union with the Pope, period. And this includes all these other individuals and groups coming out claiming some kind of extracurricular teaching authority. Sister Carol Keehan, you ain't a bishop. You sit yourself right down there now and zip it. This goes for Professor Gary Gutting at Notre Dame as well, who said the church doesn't teach what it used to teach on birth control anymore. Wrong, Professor. Just who do you all think you are? You don't speak for Jesus Christ in matters of faith and morals. The bishops do that, and that's all who do it. Regardless of whatever weakened state they may find themselves in because of being poorly served by staff and influenced by worldly concerns, they are the successors of the apostles. And in the Catholic Church, that's the whole game. Nothing else matters. I went crazy when I read an article last week about Obamacare and the garbage with the HHS mandate. In the article, the reporter quoted part of a statement from the U.S. bishops and then went on to say, but another group of Catholics disagrees. Another group? Since when are the successors to the apostles just another group? The bishops aren't a group. They are the pastors, the shepherds, the leaders, those to whom the governance of the church and the teaching of the faith has been entrusted. When faithful Catholics express frustration with bishops, it most certainly is not a challenge to their authority or dignity of their office, although many like to paint it that way for their own ends. It is precisely because they aren't doing enough to be shepherds and fathers. We don't deny them. We want them to embolden them. We want them to be emboldened and help them see how the flock is being eviscerated by the wolves and the enemies of Christ. And it most certainly is. When a nun or university president or theologian or philosopher or any others openly defy them on a matter of church teaching, what else are these people other than enemies of the faith? If they are sincere in their mistakenness, who cares? They are wrong, and they've set themselves up in opposition to the bishops, the bearers of the faith. Perhaps there's been an issue in the way many faithful Catholics have expressed their frustration and not feeling the paternal solicitude and love they deserve from their fathers, the bishops. But if that has been the case, it's not out of disrespect, but rather out of a great desire to feel the embrace of a father, the warmth of paternity, the love of God Himself coming through their care. This is why the bishops wear red, to symbolize the blood they would shed and that they would die for their flock out of love for them. What's been missing has resulted in so much frustration and angst on the part of multitudes of faithful Catholics is that they feel rejected by their fathers, that they have been set aside and substituted for them by wicked stepchildren. It's like something out of a nightmare, that the loyal and loving son who will toil and labor and climb great heights for nothing else other than to feel the love of his father is just disinherited so that the evil stepson can lay claim to that fatherly love. And yet all it would take is one simple word, one tiny acknowledgement that the true and loyal sons are loved, and all would be restored. If there's anything more hurtful to a loyal son that's been disinherited so that a wicked stepson can be exalted, it's to see the wicked stepson take that stolen inheritance and turn it around and beat up your own father with it. These smiling, devious stepchildren must be dealt with once and for all. They are raining havoc down on the church and the culture as well. Loving fathers discipline errant children for the good of the child and also for others. To not discipline when it is called for is a betrayal of fatherly duty and sends the very clear signal that the father doesn't really love his children, or at least enough to surrender part of himself for them. Shakespeare got it backwards when he compared the pain of a thankless child to the sharpness of a serpent's tooth. The bishops are our fathers. Let us continue to ask them to protect and, most importantly, love us. God love you. I'm Michael Voris.